everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I have an interesting product review for you guys today. I'm gonna talk about the ThorFire PF04 pen flashlight. Now, I got an email from this company, from Miranda, and they asked me if I wanted to do a product review on this product. They sent me a link to it where I could take a look at the product. You guys be good over there. Got dogs fighting. They sent me a link to where I could take a look at the product on Amazon, and I liked it. So I emailed them back and I said, sure, I'd love to do a product review. So here it is. This is the flashlight. This is made in China. And please make sure you check the description box down below, because I will put a link to where you can find this flashlight. Now, let me pull out, I'm going to unbox it real quick. Now, you see there's batteries in there. This does not come with batteries. I put them in there before I came out. So make sure that if you order one of these flashlights, they take 2 AAA batteries, that you get your batteries. So the first thing that you see is the owner's manual. I'll talk about that in a minute. You also find a small plastic bag with 2 O-rings. I'll talk about that in a second. And the flashlight itself. Excuse me, the flashlight, I just got done eating jerky. The flashlight comes in a really nice bubble wrap kind of paper. Looks like a nice little light. I'm guessing that this is glass. I'm not sure if that's glass or plastic. Let's take a look. So now we know where the O-ring goes, right there. That's a look at the flashlight. I'm guessing that they go with the head up, with the bump up. 1, 2. Now, before I put this back together, I will check with the owner's manual and make sure. So this is the PF04 model. Pretty cool. So let's see here. Here are the technical specs. Output. So apparently this flashlight, I'm going to read this for you guys. It says the ThorFire PF04 is a pen flashlight with 3 modes of operation: Moonlight, Low, and High. The tail switch controls all the functions. Fully press the tail switch to turn the light on, and then tab the switch to change the modes. Now that sounds familiar. So the low setting, which they call Moonlight again, is 1 lumen, which is cool. 240 hours of runtime. Wow. And then they say that the distance of vision that you could see with this light, and I'm assuming this is on high, is 50 meters, which is pretty good. The intensity, 2200 CD, whatever that is. Impact resistant up to 1 meter. So if I was to drop it from about 3 feet away, it would be able to withstand the shock. Waterproof up to 2 meters underwater. IPX8. Wow. So let's read the technical parameters. Uses CREE XP-G2 R5 LED with a lifespan of 20 years. Uses 2 AAA batteries, not included. Size 134 millimeters long by 14 millimeters around. 22 grams is the weight. That's before batteries. The tail switch and on and off, made of aircraft grade aluminum. High efficiency reflection lens. So let's take a look. That's about it. The product warranty, I believe, is 40 days from purchase. This looks like a nice little light though. So let me go ahead and put this on. I'm guessing that that's the orientation of the batteries. It doesn't say in the manual. Okay, it's already on. So let's go. There's one setting. Okay, that's their lowest setting. It's on. You can barely see it. That's their Moonlight, 1 lumen. And then the second setting, I don't know if I told you, if I go to the second setting, that's 50 lumens, 3 hours and 45 minutes, and I'm not fully compressing the button, I'm just tapping it. And high is 210 lumens or 55 minutes. That is cool. So you got low, 1 lumen, barely on, you can barely see it. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know, it's if it was really dark outside, I think you'd be able to see that. 240 hours. Medium, 50 lumens. Can you see my face? Yeah, you can see it lighting up my face there. And then high, 210 lumens. Things, even in daylight, this little shelter behind me, 210 lumens. So this is cool. I like it. So I have it on the lowest setting right now. I'm going to turn the switch off. You'll hear that nice click. And I'm curious if it has a memory. So when I turn it back on, what setting is it going to be on? Yep, it went back to low. Let me kick it up to medium. And now I'll turn it off. We'll see if it comes back on medium. Sure does. So let's kick it up to high. Turn it off. And we'll see if it comes back on high. Low, medium, high. It sure does. So the flashlight apparently has a memory where it will remember the last setting that you had it on. So if you like to use it on the lowest setting all the time, you can. This thing's bright. Pretty bright. I can see my shelter lighting up behind me, and there's still sunlight out. Look at that. That thing is really bright. There's low. I'm really digging this low. This is cool. Like for you want max batteries. I like this. So this is the ThorFire PF04. It's got a very durable feel to it, and it's light. It doesn't weigh much. You could probably put it in your pocket and not even know that you're carrying it. It's about the size of a pen. I mean, if you compare it to my knife, you know, it's a lot smaller than my knife. It's a nice light. I like it. So I want to say thank you to Miranda for sending this to me. I like it. I think it's great. I'm going to shoot in some more footage here in a little bit. Once it gets a little darker, I'll cut back in and I'll give you some more views of this light in action in the dark. Thanks for watching. Okay folks, here we are, and I have the flashlight in front of the camera here. I'm going to turn it on. This is the 1 lumen setting. You can see me aiming it right there at you. I'm also aiming it off in the distance a little bit. You can barely see my hand here. So this is 1 lumen. This is the highest battery life setting. And it's not like totally dark right now, but it's dark enough to get this thing figured out. So my hand is about, I don't know, 1.5 feet in front of the camera. So 1 lumen. Let's bump up to the next setting. Wow, that really sheds some light on things. That's the second setting. And then if we go up all the way, wow, look at that. That thing just bunch of light. Let's go back down. This is the low setting once again. Second setting. And the third setting. Now what I want to do, I'm going to aim over here at that travel trailer off in the distance. Okay, obviously on 1 lumen you can't even see that thing. You see it on my tip of my fingers, but you can't see the travel trailer. But if I go up to 50, you can see that I can clearly see the trailer over there in the distance. I can really shine down at the ground. Even though the sun's not completely down, you can still get the idea. Let's bump it up to the high setting. There you go. Clearly see the travel trailer off in the distance. Plenty of light. This thing really puts out some good light. Okay, right now I'm back. It's dark outside, and I thought I would do a little bit of light with this flashlight. So I'm going to turn it on, and right now it's on the lowest setting. I don't know if you can see that too much. It's pretty low. But if I kick it up to medium setting, you can see that it sheds a lot of light on the things that I'm trying to look at. Again folks, this is the medium setting. You can see that there's a little bit of leaves, there's a little bit of water, things like that. Let me go back to the low setting. Here's the low setting. You can barely see. There's medium. And then and you can see that medium is quite significant. I can see quite a bit of things on medium. If I kick it up to high, look at, well, it just lights the whole thing up. Now, what I want to do with this light is I want to do kind of a drop test and a water test, both at the same time. So I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to drop it right here in this water. You can see that it's completely underwater. That thing is underwater, shining. Now I'm going to kick on another light just to kind of show what's going on. This is just a little Makita light that I'm using. But you can see this thing is clearly underwater. No problems at all. So it's waterproof. And that's it. It works underwater. Pretty cool light. Like it. Okay, here's another shot. Let's kick it on low and see what we can see. Can you make out what's going on yet? Can you tell? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Let me kick it on medium. Now on medium you can clearly see that I'm looking at a sink and there's water in the sink. If I kick it up on high, you can definitely see that as well. So now I'm going to drop this thing in the sink and test the waterproof or the water resistant. This flashlight is waterproof, so let me drop it in there. Boom. So I dropped it in a sink full of water. It's clearly underwater. You can see. And it's no problem at all. I can even change modes underwater. There's low, medium, and high. And the whole time this thing is underwater completely. Low, medium, and high. So what are my final thoughts about this flashlight? This ThorFire PF04. I like it. I think it's a great flashlight. I think if you guys get one, it'll serve you well.